Hello, friends. My name is James Hawkins, and as always, I'm joined by my good friends Bryan Castiglione and Anthony Alessino, as well as my younger brother, Jack Hawkins. On this show, we're all about parlays, overs, unders, spreads, and money lines. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Parlay-Vous. Welcome to the show, everybody. It's Parlay-Vous, Week 5. We are past the first quarter of the season. After starting the year off taking a real licking, I kind of started to turn around for myself in Week 4. So we're hoping to bring you good fortune going forward. We got the man with the mullet, Jack Hawkins,
Yup.
and everyone's favorite producer, Bryan Castiglione. Alessino took a vacation day. We're going to give this guy an absentee award at the end of the year, dude. We're going to get him a little plastic trophy for the most absentees.
Listen, dude, you only get too many vacation days, all right? He's got to use them all.
He's burning up all his PTO. Thursday Night Football, really quick.
Yeah, I mean, there's not.
Last week we didn't get this out before the game started, but this week we're going to try our damn best. Real quick, Denver versus the Colts. We said on Tuesday, across the board, nobody was super interested in it. Line is still 3.5.
It is.
Over unders 48.5.
41.
41 and a half,
Yeah,
sorry.
41 and a half.
There was the tease to get it up there. Yeah.
Yeah, so you got 3.5 and 41 and a half. I don't love either of it.
I still like the under.
You see, you know what?
Under,
This looks like another game where, you bet on how many times we punt.
It's just, this has got to be the do or die game for Russell Wilson and Nat Hackett, right?
At least for
Nat Hackett's dead already,
at least
dude.
For Hackett. I don't know about Wilson. I feel like they invested way too much money on him to turn back now. I think
They can't cut the cord on him, but in the eye of the public,
Oh, yeah.
in the court of public opinion, Russell Wilson, it's do or die time for this guy.
Yeah.
Banged up Colts. Matt Ryan looks fucking awful.
No Jonathan Taylor.
No Jonathan Taylor. Mike Pittman's going to get bodied up by Pat Surtain.
Yeah, for sure.
You bet your bottom dollar on that.
Yeah.
Take that one to the bank, Chief.
Yeah, Sertan's been playing very well.
Let's go, Alec
Yeah,
Pierce,
I mean,
baby.
if there's
Let's
ever-
go punts.
If there's ever a time to bounce back, it has to be now. But it has to be like it has to be a slacking. It can't be like a competitive 21.
It's got to be
14.
got to
Yeah,
be
we gotta
got to be
score more than
24
3
nothing.
touchdowns.
Right. It has to be like we bounced back. This is what the offense is supposed to look like. This is how it's supposed to be working. Especially like you're saying, going off what you were saying with the injuries. I mean, the best weapon's not on the field. Jonathan Taylor's not going to be playing. So they have to beat him, and they have to beat him well. Or I feel like even if they win by like a field goal, I still like it's still not convincing. What do you think?
No, I agree 100%.
Like,
They got it, and it's no Javonte Williams on the other side.
Yeah,
We're
right.
gonna
But you still got Gordon,
Right, but
and the offense is really built around the pass catchers. So
got to get this ball out quick.
Yeah.
The Russell Wilson, now that he's no longer running, which we have addressed, he's 34 years old, 33, 34.
that's not better.
in that range.
Go check it out. Throughout the history of time, running quarterbacks slow down around 30. This is just what it's going to be. But the problem with that is that once it starts, the longer the play goes on, the more chance it is a sack or a bad decision or a no gain.
Yeah.
It's no longer Russell Wilson's going to be running around. And that's what Mahomes does now. It's
Yeah.
Mahomes' time now for that. And Josh Allen and Lamar and all these other guys. But it's not Russ's time anymore. So we got to get some 3-step dropbacks and get this ball out quick.
Mhm.
Get this ball in the guys' hands quick and let them make the play. Because
Without a doubt.
it's not working right now.
He's not extending the play anymore. So, like you're saying, exactly, get it within the hands of the playmakers and let them.
He can no longer cook.
But the
He's got to have
the lack of
sandwiches
the
made for
threat,
him.
the lack of the threat of him getting out there in the open field and making a play is what's keeping everybody locked the fuck down.
Yeah,
They're not going to respect it anymore, so people aren't just going to break free open like that the longer you hold the ball. What's going to happen is those guys in the front four are going to eventually get to you.
mm-hmm. Yeah, because the linebackers.
We're not pulling a rabbit out of the hat anymore back there with Russ. I'll tell you one thing, because of the story of this game, everything that we just discussed, I was looking at, because I wanted to look at something a little tasty, because regular shit does not excite me in this game. Looked at a little exotic. First drive result,
Okay.
touchdown, offensive touchdown plus 425.
That's-
Punt is minus 143.
Okay.
Field goal was like maybe around plus 2 something, and other was plus 750. So that's a turnover basically.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
a fumble, a pick six, and a turnover.
Any defensive touchdown, any turnover. It's basically.
Yeah,
So I was
man.
thinking about offensive touchdown and any other, and just taking them both. And if it's a punt or a
Straight?
field goal,
Yeah.
you can't parlay them. They're
I was
they're
gonna say, yeah.
conflicting results.
It's not a bad idea.
That's
mean,
what
you're
I was
probably
thinking
down
about
to hit
dicking
one
around
of
with.
those. And then the under.
I don't know if I'm gonna maybe the under.
See, the thing
Not
is,
even sure I'll touch this, to be honest.
we're looking at things to get after, and like that was a great one. I didn't even know you could get a bet like that. So
What
Yeah.
about
They're called exotics.
I mean, Alec Pierce, knowing that Sertan's going to be on Pittman, you think he grabs
What
a
about
touchdown?
Jelani Burks?
Johnny Burks. Let me see if I can find it.
That's his name, right?
Johnny Woods.
Jelani
Jelani
Woods.
Woods.
I don't know why I said Burks.
He's plus 800
Anytime
Ooh.
or first?
anytime.
The thing is they got to get him on the field. If
Yeah,
if
the thing
Alessino was here, he'd be on the snap
I
count
don't know
right now.
anything about him, honestly.
If Alessino was here, he'd be on the snap count right now because I couldn't tell you what his snap. See if you could get what his snap count was last
Is
week.
he a wide receiver?
Tight end or wide receiver?
he's a tight end.
Okay.
How do you think we spell Jelani?
Jelani.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't know much about him. I mean, we got
Like the probably the money's not worth it on Sutton.
plus 155,
Yeah. What about Judy?
220.
See, now that's interesting.
Yeah.
To me, 220 for Judy
Mike
anytime
Boone
is interesting.
220 also.
Fuck that.
No, you don't feel
I'm not buying that.
Riley Cox is plus 430.
Mike Boone was 220.
Yeah.
Why? What's Gordon?
Gordon is plus 130.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That makes me feel a little bit better. What is Alex O?
750. So
Dude, I think I've lost money on him touchdown, anytime touchdown, every time they've played in prime time so far. So I don't know if that's twice. It might have been one prime time game, one 4 o'clock game.
I bet on him once for any time. And then I realized what his targets look like in that offense. And I was like, oh.
What his role is it's
Yeah.
non-existent.
I was like, okay. I made a mistake.
Is it? What about like Hines? Give me Colts numbers, even though I don't know if they score a touchdown
He
tonight.
had 15 snaps last week. 16, sorry.
Can you see how many of them were on passing plays?
23%.
23% of 16.
Yes.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
See, not
Was
great.
that like 3
See,
plays?
yeah,
Eh,
I'm a
know,
math guy.
The thing
so-
is,
3.5, something like that.
when
yeah.
you're looking for him, it's probably like a little bootleg, something like that.
So you need to get loose, is what it sounds like. You need to make a play, essentially.
No, you need
all
third and
those
goal
guys-
from the 2.
Brian, here's a good one. What's Mo Ellie Cox for a touchdown?
He was plus 430.
I was gonna say 330. Did you read that one out?
Yeah.
You
Mo
had it
Ellie
before.
Cox has been getting targets
That's what I'm
in
saying.
Indy.
Like, he's interesting.
6 receptions, 80 yards last game.
I think didn't he have a touchdown.
But
last game?
are they gonna get down
maybe.
there against the Broncos?
You
Yeah,
know,
that's
it's
it.
Matt Ryan, so I understand Matt Ryan.
I'm not sure they score a touchdown tonight. I might bet no touchdown scorer for the Colts.
Not even one. You don't think?
No, you just bet that there's no touchdown
No, I'm
score.
saying you don't think they're gonna score one touchdown.
No.
I don't know if I'm sold on that, but
Can you? Is that up there?
no touchdown.
It would have to be just for the Colts, though. Like that might be under specials or.
I feel like Sutton for a touchdown is a great bet to me.
Specials. Let's see.
Yeah, but what was that? Minus something for a touchdown,
Really? Minus.
or plus 1 something at best. Might have been plus 130.
There's so many specials. They sort it by odds too, which is weird.
Yeah. How about what's the punt line?
The punt lines?
Give us the punt lines on Prize Picks.
I don't think they even have that on here, to be honest with you.
I'll give it a good look later on. We won't worry about it now.
We might not be getting punt lines today. It's possible, though. Come on, Prize Picks.
All right, if they come up, they come up.
Say, I don't
Anything
see
else?
What? Made receptions, rush attempts, interceptions, pass completions, pass attempts. No line for the
No lines
punts.
for the punt tonight. All right, Prize Picks,
They're like,
whatever.
"I'm not giving you that money."
Anything else, Brian?
Field goals made. McManus,
Uh,
1.5. And that's the only line I got here.
No, I'm probably not touching this game at all, to be honest. Maybe a touchdown, but
Russell Wilson to throw an interception. Is a half point on that.
All right, so that's
Russell
Thursday
Wilson,
night.
The line for pass attempts is 31.5.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
makes
that sounds
sense to
about
me.
right.
Yeah,
with no
22 of
Javonte.
31 and a half,
Yeah.
like 22 of 32. Moving along to injuries, we know Javonte Williams tore the ACL, done for the
Yes.
year. We know Jonathan Taylor. I guess they're not saying what it is, but it's an ankle or
Sounds
a
like
high ankle.
ankle.
Not playing tonight. They're keeping it close to the vest. John Taylor is different, so maybe he is back next
Yeah.
week.
It sounds like it might be like a 4-week thing. to be
Yeah,
honest
it's
with you.
4 to 6 is
Yeah.
usually what you think with an ankle, but who knows with this man. What else do we have on injuries this
just
week?
some people. I have Christian McCaffrey popped up for a thigh. Obviously Cordell Patterson's on IR.
Oh, I know.
Jahan Dotson's got a hamstring issue. McKenzie's still in the concussion protocol. Galladay still got the knee. Burke still hurt his foot. Hoyer, I thought this was interesting, still in the concussion protocol. So we might be seeing
Bailey Zappi, baby.
Bailey Zappi. I know just based off my team, from what I can remember, Keenan Allen's looking doubtful. DeAndre Swift also looking very doubtful. Looking like it's probably going to be Jamal Williams. I don't know if there's been an update on David Montgomery. I think initially they thought he'd be back. I think it was just going to be a 1-week thing. Let's see if there's anything else on here. DJ Chark's still questionable. I know Renfro's still in concussion protocol. Anyone you could think of?
Tua's not playing,
Yeah,
obviously.
Kobe Myers returns to practice this week.
Deontay
on
Johnson
ankle.
just popped up as questionable today. Like literally as I was driving here. So I'm not sure what's going on there.
Well-
Yeah, and I think other than that, I think that's really just the major ones that I could
There's no Tua this week, and God knows how long I said he should sit the season. Did you see that the doctor whose work was the movie Will Smith's movie Concussion was based on that
Yes,
guy's
I saw
work?
this.
He told Tua to
To
retire.
Yeah.
Yep.
Interesting.
And like honestly,
Yeah, it is. It just sucks because I feel like this has been his whole career, and it hasn't even been a long one. Like there's always been question marks.
Yeah.
And then nothing's ever.
two
been.
organizations that don't care about their players, huh? Alabama
I was gonna
football
say,
and the Miami Dolphins. Garbage.
I mean, I hope not. I hope he can bounce back.
No, at the Alabama thing, that was just a freak accident. But the Dolphins are dumb dicks. That doctor got fired.
Yeah. Well, now we're saving face. Now they're saving face because they have to.
He made multiple mistakes.
Someone,
well, yeah, you think?
Someone noted. I think you said it the other day too. Players looking like they're getting banged up. Concussions, getting hit in the head, were immediately being pulled to the sidelines this week.
Yeah, they weren't fucking around.
Yeah, I think we're going to see that continue. I really think any sort of head-to-head contact, would probably risk of people, if it's bad enough, probably sitting for the game. The NFL, I think, needs to save face in a major way.
I think too
Yeah.
many helmets are falling off too. That's something they look
I
at.
noticed that too. Yeah.
I don't understand. I never have gotten the. Sometimes you see the guys who only have one. That's old school now, though, right? The one strap, because they all have the Ziploc, not Ziploc, whatever they're called. They're all the zip,
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
You
Yeah,
know,
the snaps.
the slide lock snap system or whatever the fuck it's called on all those helmets. So nobody's got the one hanging thing. Do you even know what we're talking about?
No, I don't think
That wasn't
so.
even a thing when he played football?
Like when the chin straps used to snap into the helmet.
Oh yeah,
In the NFL all the time, you would see the guys, running back specifically, with one just hanging undone on one side.
All the time.
But what I've heard, I think, is that like those helmets are strapped so tight that if you get hit and the leverage comes off your chin, they just shoot right off.
Oh.
They're
okay.
so tight on your head that once if it gets hit and the leverage leaves the base of your chin, the
It's
helmets
just
just pop off.
Yeah. That makes sense. I guess that's better then. At least you know the helmet's doing what it's supposed to do, and then once it gets moved off, you should probably
Yeah, well, you can't. The play's dead once the ball carrier's helmet comes off these
Yeah.
days. Back in the day, guys would run for touchdowns without helmets on, dude. Back when men were men.
Back when there was no concussion protocol.
So, daily fantasy, what do you have for us this week?
I mean, it was tough this week. I'm not gonna lie. DraftKings doing a good job of correcting. I gotta be honest. A lot of these picks are gonna be very much the same based off what I was saying. The prices are they're doing a good job of adjusting. Real quick, we're keeping Jalen Hurts as a solid QB. They're keeping him at 8,000. He really should be the most expensive quarterback on the slate every week because his fantasy numbers are ridiculous. He guarantees. I mean, you have him as well in another league. His floor is 30 points easily, and then anything up from there is just what it is. So Brady 100, you go there. Value this week is going to be in Tom Brady. They dropped him down to 6,000. Even with Godwin and Evans coming back, I'm not sure. Maybe because it's a divisional game, I'm not sure. Maybe if they're worried about that, but slot him in. And I'm not even going to lie. I have fucking Geno Smith here against the New Orleans Saints for 5,500. I'm not sold on him, but he's cheap. So if you need to get up in other expensive parts, he might be good enough for 20 points.
My man's out there dealing, dude.
Yeah. If he can get you 20 or more points at 5,500, then you feel good about that. Running backs, Jamal Williams with knowing that DeAndre Swift is going to be out. His current price point is 6,500. I don't know if they're going to change it. I don't remember what he was last week, but if he stays there, this is such an easy. Not only is it a good stud find, but it's also a value because you see the points. Denver's putting up 35
monster.
Points a game. He's getting all the goal line work, even when Swift is playing. Value is going to be in. I like Damian Harris in this game as well against Detroit. I think they're going to probably lean on the running backs a little bit more this week, given that Green Bay Packers front four rather, and their defense is much better than Detroit's defense. So I think maybe we'll depend more on the running game. Maybe put a little bit less in Zappy's hand. I like Damian Harris for cheap. He's only 5,600. Jeff Wilson Jr. against a bad Carolina defense for 5,500. I like them as well. For wide receivers, stud, I got Tyreek Hill versus the Jets for 8,000. Just because it's just gonna be. I think it's just gonna be one of those games.
He's gonna get lost in the sauce, dude.
I think Miami and Jets is gonna be a shootout game that no one's really anticipating, but I could see it going that way. I also like Christian Kirk. He's only 6,600, kind of the same deal as Jamal Williams. He's a solid lock. He seems to be scoring a lot of points in this offense, and he's still under $7,000. And then value real quick. Godwin they have under 6,000 at 5,900, so just pay for him right off the bat. Still like Garrett Wilson for 5,200. They're keeping him so cheap. They're not putting his price up, and he's still getting points. And another one I know you're gonna like. I don't even know why his price point's so low. Zay Jones versus Houston is 4,100. So
he gonna play?
He might play. I'm not 100% sure. If he does though, and he stays at 41, I'd like to get him like in a flex so you can stack out the studs a little bit more. Got to be honest, tight end I didn't really have much. In defense I didn't really have much either. Everything's kind of being fairly priced, and it's hard to find value. So I would say for those positions, if we're looking at defense, I kind of do like the Cowboys. I know the matchup's not great, but the defense kind of scores points, and I'm pretty sure they were only like 2,400. Tight ends, I don't really got much for you, to be honest. I would say if you want to pay up for the high-end guys, go for it. Anything in the middle, don't touch. And if you want to pay low for, I would assume, I don't know where Conklin is, but I'm sure if he's cheap, I would probably pay for him.
Conklin and, what's his name? Mr. Forgotten. Noah Fant. Noah Fant.
Oh, well.
All right, so yeah, I totally forgot I had this up. So yeah, Cowboys, the matchup's not there against the Rams, but the Rams haven't really looked great.
No.
If they can grab a pick or a fumble here, they're 2,500. I said 24, but they're 2,500. So I kind of like them there. Tight ends real quick. Going to Conklin. He's 3,700.
Go for that.
So,
smash
very
it.
Cheap, very cheap. He's around the likes of an injured Dawson Knox and Mike Gesicki, who Mike Gesicki is doesn't even. I feel like he's not even a piece of the offense anymore. And you're pretty much paying for Conklin, who, I mean, you guys watch the Jets game. He's been involved.
Yeah, he's been very, very good for the Jets.
Absolutely.
Can I ask you, have they dropped Kyle Pitts yet? Where's Kyle Pitts' price point?
I haven't even been looking, to be honest.
Where in the world is Kyle Pitts, dude?
Kyle Pitts is still 4,400, which for a tight end isn't necessarily cheap. I mean, the most expensive tight end this week is Kittle at 52. So an extra $800 gets you the best receiver on the slate. So no, they're not dropping.
Kyle Pitts, scary situation this year, huh?
I mean, the stat lines are.
You want to tell him about it, Jack? How's it feel?
13,
What? For Kyle
4, and
Pitts?
4.
Yeah, no,
I
it's
think
not
the worst thing about Pitts is it just doesn't make sense. He's the most talented player on a very mediocre offense.
Questionable at this point.
All of the areas that he's like in the top 5 of, in like targets and looks and all of this shit, Mariota is ranked like 30th or worse in throwing those.
That's what it is. I mean, it makes sense. It's the only thing that makes sense, honestly. There's no reason to not be getting him the ball. There's no way.
It's beginning to be frightening. It's beginning to become a frightening situation. You have him, don't you?
No, I don't. I had him last year.
Anthony has him. Oh, God.
Listen, as a rookie, he caught his only touchdown against the Jets. So, I mean, who gives a fuck?
This might be the end of the first round tight end, dude. Not in fantasy, in the NFL draft.
Yeah.
Because, like, Evan Ingram,
oh God,
OJ Howard, I mean, Hawkinson's worked out.
Yeah, but he's like the only one.
I'm trying to think
Hawkinson
of other tight
blocks,
ends.
dude.
I'm trying to think of other tight ends that went early that sucked.
No, late fine.
like fourth or
fifth.
Of course.
Yeah. There's like at least one other recent example of a tight end. Oh, Ebron. He wound up turning it around.
Yeah, I was gonna say he got good towards the end of his career.
He wound up turning around and becoming a solid player, but he did not match. Think top 10, top 15 pick he was.
Not for the first couple of years, for sure.
Well, not for the team that drafted him that high.
He was on the Lions initially, right? Ebron.
Yeah, I think so.
And then I know he wound up on the Steelers for a little bit.
Steelers, Colts.
So here's the thing. Tight ends are like the hot position now, kind of. Because a lot of these newer, younger tight ends are converted tall receivers. Kyle Pitts is a converted receiver. The guy who played in the preseason for the Jets, Lawrence Cager, is a receiver who got converted to tight end. Fucking, what's his name? I don't even remember his name. Evan Ingram is basically a fucking receiver.
No, he was always a tight end, though. He's just there.
He's just, you know.
They're just tight ends in spread offenses, basically.
There are a lot of these converted receivers.
But not all of them were like that. Like, OJ Howard wasn't small like that. Ebron wasn't small like that.
Yeah, but
not Ebron.
Definitely not. But
Ebron's only 29.
Yeah, it makes sense.
That's wild. I thought he was so much older. I don't know why. Probably because he's been playing for
So
so
you
long.
come into the league at like 2021?
Yeah. No, NFL players' ages blow my mind sometimes.
you know
They're
what's
either way younger or way
The
older
youngest
than
you
I
could be is 3 years into college. So you could be 17 as a freshman in college. So then, like, Sam Darnold wasn't old enough to drink a beer when the Jets drafted him.
Yeah,
he was 20.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
And now the NBA is going to let high school kids go straight.
Oh,
They're gonna
really?
go?
Pretty soon, it's going that way, yeah. Because of LeBron James Jr., but that's neither here nor there. It's time to take a break.
Let's take a
Right.
break.
What up, guys? We're going to get you back to the show as soon as possible. I promise you that. But before we can do that, we have to make sure that all of our listeners are looking good and feeling better this fall with Saatchi Di Dinero. October 14th, Saatchi is releasing their fall 2022 collection. You want a hoodie that's nice and comfortable. You can wear it out when you're running errands. You can wear it out to the bar. You can wear it maybe when you're going to pick up a date. Whatever you want to do this fall, Saatchi's got you covered. These hoodies, they're pre-shrunk, and it's an oversized fit. So basically what that means is you're going to want to grab one size down from what you would normally wear, and you're going to be perfect. You normally a large, grab a medium. Normally a medium, you want to grab a small. It's very simple, very lightweight, very comfortable. We got a promo code for you. The promo code HAVOC, HAVOC, going to get you 10% off of your total purchase at checkout. SaatchiDiDinero.com is where you want to go for that. Saatchi Di Dinero, always authentic, never counterfeit. Welcome back to the show, everybody. Best way to support the show is to support the sponsors. You support the sponsors, you're supporting the boys, you're supporting the podcast, helping us get out of this basement, quit our jobs, become professional podcasters.
Help us out. Come on now.
It is time to really quickly do a line movement. To my understanding, there's not much to talk about here.
I'll go through it real quick. We have half-point movements in this isn't anything crazy. Los Angeles, Cleveland, 3 to 2.5. Houston, Jackson, 7.5 to 7. Chicago, Minnesota, 7.5 to 7. things like that. The only big significant change, not even that significant, Tennessee versus Washington opened up at 2.5. Now it's at Tennessee minus 1.5 over here. So not much. Only other notable one really, Dallas and Los Angeles opened up at 5, and now it's at it's raising to the Rams 5.5. So I guess, yeah,
half
that makes
point.
sense.
Half point on Thursday is
Yeah.
not a big
A
deal.
lot of these are half points. Really nothing to get too crazy about. I was looking for a big flip, but not much.
And sometimes it happens like that, and that's okay. But this is why we monitor it, because you never know when something crazy might happen. We're going to move right along to what we did last week. We went over this on Tuesday, but we'll just say it quick again.
We are down bad.
Yeah, we're down bad. I'm looking for the exact number, but seems to be struggling right now.
Tremendously.
It's 2,400, I think, even. Minus 2,400 even. We were down 1650. We lost 850 this week.
Minus 24.
Minus 2,450?
Yeah.
So what it was Jets, Jags, parlay straight. We lost 100 on that. We won 200 on the Giants minus 3, right? Or we won 180 on the Giants minus 3. That was our only win. We lost 550 on the Lions minus 4. We lost 150 on. It seems like a parlay involving the Cardinals, Browns, Jets, and Lions. Alessino's handwriting, a little chicken scratchy there. So that's that on that. It's time to do the thing this week. God damn it, I did it again, Brian. I did it again. Pancake Lou's picks are in my phone, which is the camera currently. It is what it is. We'll just re-record after the fact. Yeah, we'll just re-record after the fact, and I'll get them in there quick at the end. We'll throw it in at the end. Let's go. We got $1,000. Let's move down the old list here, game by game, starting with the Giants game at 9:30 in the morning Eastern time at London.
Packers are minus 8.
Brian, what do we got over under?
41.5.
What do we think about it?
Part of me thinks the Giants can cover, but I don't know, man.
I'm not interested in betting on the London games.
That's what makes me a little nervous too. The travel. They were talking about this on the NFL podcast last week. Kind of fucks with the players a little bit. I think I just like the covering 8 because I feel like they can.
Who's playing quarterback?
Yeah, that's what I was going to get to. Yeah,
Jake Fromm?
I don't know.
We're running Wildcat.
And the problem is you could go under 41.5, but is this a game where Rodgers throws 35 points on his own and then we score in garbage time?
Yeah, it could be.
I
I want to touch it.
I was going to say I'm totally okay with staying away from this. Yeah, I'm not going to touch this, to be honest.
You see, the thing is, what scares me is that because of the quarterback situation, I feel like the Giants they get a little silly. And I feel like they run Wildcat with Saquon, and it doesn't end well for Saquon.
That's what.
Why would you even put that into the ether?
I'm sorry.
I thought about that last week.
You're lucky Alessino's on vacation, or he'd slap you out of the chair right now.
Dude,
Why would you even say something like that? I thought about it. I didn't say it.
Yeah.
We're all thinking about it.
But I don't know if Dable's going to fuck around with too much Wildcat because it's not really a recipe to win. So, but we're good on moving on.
Yeah, I'm good on this one.
Pittsburgh at Buffalo. Buffalo is minus 14. The over-under is
46.5. High.
Yeah, and that scares me. That's high.
Is Pickett going to come out and throw at least 21 points, you think?
I think they're going to get smashed.
I think they're going to get smashed.
I think they're going to get absolutely smashed.
Yeah. I'm not sure I want to put anybody on minus 14 though.
No, I want to touch it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is Trey White playing?
I don't know. 14?
14 is a lot. 46.5 makes me feel like what I was saying with the Packers game. This is Allen throwing, 28 points of his own.
14 and 46.5 is just, that's scary hours to me, man. Can't do it. Won't put money on it. I do think the Bills are going to smash them, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll stay away from these two. What do you think, Jack?
I'm not. I got nothing.
All right, sounds like a stay away. Chargers at Cleveland.
Chargers are -2, and the over/under is 47.
I like the Chargers.
Yeah, I kind of like the Chargers. Maybe
Chargers
the
-2.
Reds heal up. I don't think Allen's playing, but still. And they have to bounce back after last week against the Jags.
Yeah,
Like a
and
fucking
the
dog.
Browns just don't look good.
Yeah. 47.5, probably not going to touch.
Yeah.
Myles Garrett's probably back, so Chargers probably win, but I don't know if this is a shootout, blowout sort of.
I'm temporarily out on all over-unders for the most part.
Okay. I like
It's
Chargers.
just the way I can't. I
-2.
haven't been able to get a feel on them. I like Chargers -2, so we wrote that one down. Chicago at Minnesota. Minnesota is -7.
7.5.
7.5.
The over/under is 44.
Yeah.
I like Minnesota.
At 7.5?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. The
Looks like a
Bears are
24-7
terrible,
rout.
Bears are
dude.
bad. I
The
know.
Bears are terrible.
And the Vikings are probably going to throw the lights out like they did against the Saints.
And the game's at 1:00, so we don't have to worry
Yeah.
about prime time
I could
Kirk
get down
or
with 7.5, I think.
Get a little jiggy with it.
It's steep, but it's probably doable. The Bears are bad.
they're so bad,
Yeah,
dude.
they're bad.
I don't think
The
it's steep.
Bears
I
suck.
think it's like fucking
And
28
they're
to
in
3.
Minnesota, too.
Yeah. The Bears are awful. Detroit at New England.
Detroit
Yeah,
at
we got,
New England. New England is -3, and the over/under is 45.5.
Are we going to do it again?
New England is -3.
I was going to say, are we going to do it again and take the Lions +3.5?
We're gonna take the Lions money line.
+144.
Bailey Zappi.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
I'm totally okay with
No way.
it.
I'll bet on Detroit every week. I don't care. I love the Lions this year, dude. Seattle at New Orleans. Seattle is what's the spread?
+5.5.
+5.5.
+5.5, and the over/under is 46.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of like the Seahawks at +5.5. Is Jameis playing?
Don't think so. Don't know for sure, but I don't
Yeah.
think so. If he does, he's still got cracked vertebrae.
Yeah.
Jameis
They didn't just
Winston
heal
out
in
of
1 week.
practice today.
I kind of like the Seahawks money line.
All right, I'll write it down.
+205.
I don't hate it.
Over unders, yeah. I'm kind of in the same boat with you right now. Not gonna touch. Yeah, 46 is just 47. It's just too much.
Miami at MetLife Stadium and the New York Jets. Miami's 3.5 point favorite still. The
Oh.
over under is what?
46.
Yeah.
Now this is the one where I'm like over ? I'll tell you right now, Jets money line all day long over here.
Yeah, you're gonna.
Jets money line all day
I
long.
can get jiggy with that.
3.5 at home to a backup quarterback.
Yeah, I get you.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
Brian, I
But
want to
it's-
go with what you said and have this be that shootout game. I'd love to see an exciting Jets
That's
game.
kind of how I felt before. Like I was saying earlier in the show, I could see this being a shootout. Wilson looks like he can move the offense. The Dolphins, Bridgewater back up.
Yeah.
I mean, he's still going to be game managing, so it's going to be a lot of drop offs to Hill and.
I know it's still Tyreek and Jalen Waddle, but statistically there is no better cornerback duo than DJ Reed and Sauce Gardner through 4 games.
I'm okay with Jets money line. I don't see why not.
I love Jets money line.
We love that.
Atlanta Falcons going to Tampa Bay.
Atlanta Falcons are +9.5, and the over/under is 46.5.
This feels like a game that Tom should win
But doesn't.
handedly,
But
right?
Doesn't.
But doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I'm feeling.
Yeah, but how do we
Money line's
feel he
plus
doesn't
350.
handily win? Do you think the Falcons put up these points? Or do
Did you
think-
just say the money line is +350?
Yeah.
I'm in, dude.
Kind of.
Your face is convincing me to be in, Jack.
I just think it's
Dirty Birds? No Cordero
Ah,
Patterson, Dirty Birds.
No CP.
Just catching a win in Tampa Bay, it would be some shit.
Kyle Pitts
Write it
goes
down. You
nuclear.
don't have to put it in, but I think it's
Nah,
Yeah,
dude,
Kyle
that
Pitts
backup
has a
running
great
back
game.
needs to fucking go nuclear, Algier. That guy needs to have 100 rushing yards. And then fucking
Tennessee
6
Titans.
catches.
Tennessee Titans going to Washington in the who gives a fuck game of the week at 1
Right.
o'clock.
Dude, this is how it
The
feels
Tank
with every
Bowl?
Tennessee game, I feel like.
The Bum Bowl? No,
Yeah,
that's tonight. That's what Bart Scott called tonight's
The
game on the
Bum Bowl?
radio. The Bum Bowl, yeah.
The Mumble.
The Bum Bowl.
Mumble. I'm making a fucking play on words. All right, we're just going to move it on because that sucked.
We're still talking about Tennessee Washington. What's the spread?
Tennessee, Washington, the fucking Tank Bowl. Tennessee's -2 and the over-under is 43.
Washington finds himself in some shootouts, I feel like, indirectly, but they don't win.
I just can't do it.
I don't think I'll touch this game. I don't like either of these teams.
2 washed quarterbacks go up against each other.
You don't even feel good about the over-under either.
I don't feel good about any part of this.
Yeah, I'm okay with
I
that.
feel like I'm going to skip out on
We're
this
good
game
for
and not
like
care.
we're good for at least 2. Oh, there he is. Carson Wentz games this year.
Yeah.
You know, we're good. We're good for 2 of them. 2 more. Is it this week? I'm not willing to do it. Houston at Jacksonville.
Oh, yeah.
Houston.
-7.
Jacksonville's -7.
Yeah.
Yep,
Over
and the
under
over
is-
is 43.5.
Yeah.
In an absolute get right game on a team that is guaranteed to be picking a new quarterback in the top 3 of the draft next year. I love Jacksonville. -7.
Yeah. -7. They looked good last week against the Chargers.
Eagles.
They look good. I'm sorry. Against the Eagles. I'm getting my weeks confused. Yeah.
Yeah,
there's the Eagles
that's all right.
last week. Yeah, they didn't look bad against an Eagles team that is considerably the best team in
Yeah,
football.
very
right now.
solid.
I don't mind -7. I could see this. I could see Lawrence throwing the lights out. Defense might let up, but it's
Are you opposed to it, Jack?
I am not opposed.
All right.
So we're going to move over to 4 o'clock?
Yeah, we got San Fran at Carolina. San Fran 6.5.
Correct. And the over-under is 39.
Yeah, see that makes you think, but still, it's like I think
The Panthers suck.
the Panthers do suck. It's very bad.
Yeah.
The
Baker
only
Mayfield's
touchdown scorer
Baker Mayfield
McCaffrey
is
one.
terrible, dude.
Imploding upon himself, dude. Yeah.
They're waiting for Darnold to come back. We don't care if you're seeing ghosts. You throw it better.
He came off IR last week.
Oh, yeah, buddy.
I'd love to see a Darnold resurgence, dude. A
Darnold-
Darnold Sans, so
Yeah,
to
I wouldn't
speak.
mind that.
A
I
Darnold
was rooting
song.
for him last year when he was the first 4 weeks. He looked great. He was-
First 4 weeks, I looked like a genius. I was
Yeah.
like, everything that I know about the Jets says Darnold wins fucking MVP this year, dude. So that
Darnold-
sounds a lot to me like San
Here's the
Fran
thing.
-6.5, right?
Yeah.
If Darnold comes back and he plays good, that means DJ Moore plays good. And then half of my fantasy season is saved. So
DJ Moore's been brutal.
it's been tough. It's been tough going.
DJ Moore sucks.
Get the fuck out of here.
Dallas going to LA to play the Rams. The spread's 3,
5.5.
5.5.
Over
and
under 43.
The Rams are 5.5 point favorites.
Yep.
Man. I don't know.
I'm skeptical. The
Kinda.
Rams have been very sketchy.
I kind of like
Is
the
Cooper
over.
Rush going 5-0 though?
See that's what a lot of
He's
people
like a
talk
god
about
to them.
also.
These
Like,
are the
is he gonna
things
keep doing it?
that keep me up at night,
And
dude.
then what do you do when Dak comes back?
You fucking play Dak.
Yeah.
He makes way too much money.
See,
You playing
they have the
Dak.
same problem with Ezekiel Elliott.
Yeah.
And the Pollard situation.
I
don't
just-
know, though.
I don't
Can
know.
The Cowboys cover 5.5.
Here's the thing. I just want to talk about the Cowboys.
They're gonna maul Stafford. Michael
Yeah.
Parsons is gonna maul that man,
I
dude.
know.
Listen,
Rip him to shreds. Go ahead. I'm
Cowboys
listening.
fans have been saying, like, this is the year, this is it. You can't be saying this is it for 5 years straight, dude. That's all I have to say.
Five?
It's been longer than
5?
that. Yeah, it's been
My
longer
man,
than
it's been
that.
30.
It's been a very long time.
Yeah, but, like, you can't just keep saying it, man. Dak's been, I think it's been Dak for 5 years, right?
I think so.
They've been
Five,
sucking on his
6.
balls for how long?
Oh, all right.
Dude, he can't even grip a football right now.
No reason to bring sex acts into it.
Listen, man, on that Tempur-Pedic bed, I don't know what Dak gets up to, but I know I see that ad way too much. So,
Christ. I don't know if I really want to put any
I might
action
stay
on this.
away from
We
it.
got so much shit that we have 1, 2, 3, 4 underdog money lines written down that we
We could
love.
stay away from
We could
it.
skip this one.
Yeah,
There's
let's do that.
action, as opposed to last week where there wasn't much action.
Yeah.
We're gonna go to Philly at Arizona. Spread is
3.5 Baltimore. Oh wait, no. I'm sorry, wrong. I goofed.
he made a goof.
I goofed. I done goofed.
It's -5.5.
There you go.
It's Philadelphia -5.5, and the over under is what?
48.5.
These are two teams that I absolutely hate to bet on.
I find myself betting on the Cardinals a lot.
I can't stand it. I did it last week, but I can't
Won
stand
it
betting on the
last
Cardinals.
week. I think the Eagles blow them out of the water. I'm not even gonna lie.
You think?
I think it's 35-3 at halftime.
Yeah, and then it winds up being 35-28
It's
by
the-
the time it's over. That's how every Cardinals game goes, pretty much.
The higher the rise, the greater the fall for the Eagles.
Kyler's
dude.
got to switch his load out.
Are they going to start 7-0 and then?
Yeah.
Are they going to start 7-0 and then wash out and be a road wild card team?
That would be
That would be
so
very
fun to
Eagles-esque.
see.
All right, I'll write it down.
And they still find a
As a
way to get
Giants
to the
fan,
Super
I'd
Bowl.
love to see it.
Cincinnati at Baltimore. Baltimore's -3.5 at home.
Yep, over under 47.5.
I kind of like Cincy,
I was gonna say the same thing, but
but I'm okay staying away from it.
I might stay away from it. This is a tight divisional game. I could see Lamar.
It
throwing
sounds like
things
we have
up.
cold feet, so I think we could pass because we have options
I'm gonna
here.
pass on this.
Yeah, I'll pass.
Yeah.
Monday night, Vegas at Kansas City. It's still 7.5 in Kansas City's favor,
Yeah.
and the over under is.
51.5.
I'm just thinking. We made it all. We made it this far. We made it this far without fucking around with the over unders. I'm gonna stick to it.
Yeah, 51's high.
It's
Especially when
7.5.
You never know which. 7.5. You don't know which Derek Carr is showing up every week. I feel like.
It's primetime Derek Carr against the Chiefs.
Yeah.
400-yard Derek Carr is showing
I
up.
was gonna say plus 265 on the money line.
Yeah, say it.
Plus 265 on the Raiders money line, dude.
Kirk Cousins' evil twin.
Kirk Cousins' evil twin. Oh my god.
Holy
Never
shit!
heard
Don't
that
tell me you
before.
made that up.
I did.
God damn, that's good. Holy Jesus.
Oh wow, wowie.
Shudders.
That was really good.
There's chills in the air.
Kirk Cousins' evil brother, dude. Holy
Oh.
Jesus.
Oh jeez, that's
He's even
good.
got the dark hair and everything. Jesus.
Yeah, he
Christ,
he looks like he's got a little
He's
eyeliner
Yeah.
going
Kirk
on.
Cousins,
He's like
dude.
anti-Kirk Cousins.
Holy shit.
He's negative Kirk Cousins.
He shows up on primetime.
Christ.
When the moment matters, he doesn't piss on his leg.
All right, so we got 1,000. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dog money lines. So the smartest thing to do here is put 100 on each.
I'll go with this.
Start with that, then we have 500 left. So I need you to give me everybody's odds. Detroit is 100.
Give me a second. We're taking all. You gotta just be the bets for real.
Yeah, just
You can just tell me what it is because it's don't
Odds are Detroit. We're taking all money lines.
yeah.
Plus 144.
name.
Seattle.
I got plus 195.
There you go.
195.
Yep.
Jets.
Plus 295.
Atlanta.
Oh wait, no, hold on. Sorry.
What are the Jets?
Atlanta's 350, but the Jets are 150. Let's look at the Giants.
And then
I'm
the
sorry.
Vegas.
Vegas, baby, 270.
Yeah, shit's hitting.
All right,
Hitting
so
different.
that's 500. We have 500 left.
What do we have left on the bets?
Chargers -2, Minnesota -7.5, Jacksonville -7, San Fran -6.5, Philly -5.5.
All right. So we seem to like Minnesota a lot.
I think we should parlay Chargers -2, Minnesota -7.5.
That's it.
San Fran -6.5. What are the odds on that?
Plus 595.
Yeah, you guys like that?
I'm with that.
Want
I'm
to
with it.
put 100 on that?
100 to win. What,
595. You just
Yeah.
said
Put 100p.
To win 695.
six.
Or
Well,
595.
595.
I think we should double down on the anti-Kirk.
You want to put more down on Vegas?
Yeah, but we could also get a little silly.
No, Vegas money line is a thing you can't get silly with. You just put money on that. You already need one thing crazy enough to happen. They're 7-point
Yeah.
underdogs. You don't fuck with that. But what I would consider doing is excuse me 1 second here.
Look at the Raiders.
No,
Who are we looking at?
Detroit Jets money line parlay.
The Let's Get Hungry parlay.
Plus 500 clean for that parlay.
I like that.
Yeah,
there.
you want to put 100 on that too?
Sure.
So what? We got 300 left.
Yes.
What else are we thinking?
That's 100 to win 500.
Mhm.
You want to just be a little silly here?
What are you thinking?
Should we just like tease Jacksonville and Minnesota to 1 and 1.5?
And then parlay them? Is that what you're saying?
Well, yeah, tease it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could do that.
The
Minnesota
can't miss teaser that
Fucking
we'll always
Minnesota.
miss.
That feels nice.
So that is minus 120.
I'll put it in for you. What was it?
It's going to be minus 120.
Okay.
So we have 300 left. What do you want to do? Want to put 240 to win 200 and then just eat the 60? Or we can't eat the 60.
No.
We gotta.
We have how much left?
300.
I think we should go. We should throw an extra 150 on the Raiders, and then
I could throw an
on the
extra
Raiders,
150 on the
extra 150 just the money.
Place
We're not
that
getting
bet.
silly.
And put
So-
the remaining money on the
So
Raiders.
put one so put 150 on that tease. So I don't know what exactly that's going to pay out. It's going to be like
Minnesota -1 and
yeah, on a tease. And then we're going to put another 150.
On the Raiders.
So calculate what 250 pays out for that at plus 270 for me. I love that, Jack. That's Jack's big dick swing of the week, dude.
It ain't here yet. To win 675.
So let's say definitely got to
No, that was the Vegas money line.
What was your other -1?
Just give me anything that's minus 120 on there. I need to find the exact payout for 150 when it's minus 120. It should be like 120 wins 100, so it's probably going to be in like the 110-ish range.
I can't find anything with 120.
Neither can I.
Please hold.
And while you hold, you get to look at my pretty face.
I have 115. That brings you close enough. It's 141. Unless I'm crazy.
While we're thinking about
Let's
this,
just call it. What'd you say?
I had it at it was plus 176, but I'm not sure if that even makes sense. I was gonna say it doesn't make sense.
well, while we're getting the numbers here, all I gotta say is that Russell Wilson, he used to be dangerous in that backfield. He used to be dangerous back there, But now he's got to have everything made for him, just like his fucking Subway sandwich. The sandwich is dangerous. Is Russ? I don't think so. I don't think Russ is too dangerous anymore. Especially, you got a head coach like Nathaniel Hackett. You just sit there and you're just like, you see, this isn't a good sandwich right here. And you just...
What's even on the sandwich? Do you know?
I don't know. Apparently it's spicy, but like there's this commercial of him where he's just like, "Ooh, you should be careful." And he's like talking to the camera, but nothing's being said.
Okay.
So he's just sitting there like a psychopath.
It's 125,
talking
and I'm
to
a
a
dick for
camera
not
while
knowing
eating
that.
a sandwich. Say that again, James. Sorry.
It's 150 to win 125, and I'm a dick for not knowing that.
But yeah, no, he's staring at the camera while he's eating the sandwich, and he's like, "You done anything dangerous before?" He goes, "Yeah, that's pretty dangerous."
Yeah, dude, it's so weird.
It's
Really?
he looks like
Yeah.
a psychopath. It's ridiculous.
Let's we're gonna say all of our bets one more time, and then we're gonna take a break. I wasn't gonna do a second break today, but we're just gonna do it so that way we get Pancake Louie's picks in
Yeah.
without being weird about it. So we're putting 100 on the Detroit money line at plus 144. We're putting 100 on the Seattle money line at plus 195. 100 on the Jets at plus 150. 100 on the Falcons at plus 350. 250 on the fucking Raiders at plus 270. So it's 250 is going to pay out 675. Then we have $100 on a 3-team parlay. Chargers -2, Vikings -7.5, Niners -6.5. 100 to pay out 595. Then we have the Jets Lions money line parlay, 100 to win 500. And then we got a little 2-team 6-point teaser, Minnesota and Jacksonville. Minnesota -1.5, Jacksonville -1, 150 to win 125. Let's try to get back in the fucking green this week,
Let's
baby.
get that shovel out, baby. Woo!
And let's take a break. Hello, beautiful people. As you all know by now, it is football season, the best time of year. But what that also means is that it's fall. And fall is also another great time of year, specifically for fans of Stay Thirsty Company. Why, you ask? Great question. Because all month long through the month of October, Stay Thirsty is doing Droptober. What that means is every single Friday for the month of October, they're dropping brand new products, brand new gear, brand new merch, hats, hoodies, t-shirts, whatever you could possibly imagine, you could get it at Stay Thirsty Company, all right? And I'll do you one better. Today, for our listeners, we got a 15% off discount for you. 15%. I know, we're basically giving it away at this point. All you've got to do is go to staythirstyco.com. That's staythirstyco, STAYTHIRSTYCO.com. And when you get to checkout, you put in promo code HAVOC, HAVOC, for 15% off your total purchase. Stay Thirsty Co. Drop the OY and focus on you.
All right, Cucks, it's time. It's time. We're going to pick them against the spread. We're going to give you our locks. And we're going to hit a parlay for you.
All right.
All right, Cox.
At least we did the ad drop.
Yeah, I'm in.
So
All
the
right.
best way you can support the show is by
I did that
supporting-
last
We
time.
did.
Oh,
good.
God damn it. All right, against the spread, we'll go round robin.
Yeah, that works.
My against the
What's
spread, a lot of this is going to be similar to what we put money on in the last segment. I'm going Jacksonville -7, Minnesota -7.5, San Fran -6.5. Those look like the 3 easiest ones to me.
Yeah, I got those 3 as well. So
Really?
yeah.
All right. I have Jags -7, Detroit +3.5, and then Chargers -2.5. Pancake Louie has Seattle +5.5. Ooh, nice. Miami -3 and Baltimore -3. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Those are his locks. I fucked up so bad. Eagles 5.5, Detroit over 45.5, and Houston +7. Sorry, Pancake Louie. That's my fault.
All right.
Do you want me to just start off with his locks? And
Sure.
All right. So rereading the locks real quick. We got Seattle +5.5, Miami -3, and then Baltimore -3 for his locks.
I'm locking up Philly -5, Cincinnati +3.5, and the Chargers -2.
Can I get a 1? Can I get a 2? Can I get a 3? Good old triple lock. on the Philadelphia Eagles.
I thought about a
Wow.
double lock, but I
Interesting.
didn't break it out of the bag. You know,
Eagles only undefeated team right now, and continues to stay that way.
I have for locks Minnesota minus 7.5. I have the Raiders money line, and I have Baltimore minus 3.5.
you're locking up the
Yeah.
Raiders money
Yeah,
line,
I've seen
huh?
it before. We'll see.
And you're blocking Baltimore minus 3.5.
Yeah.
All right. I got a parlay.
Okay.
It's 3 teams. They're all money lines, and they're all dogs. Washington Commanders, New York Jets, Cincinnati Bengals money lines plus 12-13,
Okay.
All right.
and it's based off of a backup quarterback in the case of the Dolphins, and I think Tennessee and Baltimore both kind of suck right now.
I got you. I'm there. But you're not quite there. So, we already know what's going on here. We know what's going on. We got the gray sweatpants on. It's the Big Dick Swing of the Week coming at you
I didn't know where you were
live.
Oh, come on, how'd you not?
I wasn't sure.
You weren't sure. Now you know. We got the Seattle Seahawks money line. We got the Vegas money line. We got the Baltimore Ravens money line. We got the Detroit plus 3 even. Comes to a total of plus 3,039.
This man's wild.
I have pretty simple. I doubled up on the Chargers money line. I got the Niners in here and the Jets
Money lines?
as well. All money lines plus 470. Nothing a little too crazy. Pancake Louie for his parlay. He's got it's going to be Seattle plus 5.5, Miami minus 3, Philly minus 5.5, and the Baltimore money line. He's got plus 971. Glizzies.
Glizzy.
It's that time of the fucking day.
It's that time of the day. I don't want to go first.
All right, I'll read Pancake Louie's first. He's got he has the Seattle Seahawks.
Very good.
Nice.
Very good
Nice.
pick. Very good pick. Jack, what do you got?
Las Vegas Raiders, baby.
I have the Seattle Seahawks as well.
All right.
I know who it is. I feel like.
I think I know
Yeah,
too.
I know who it is.
It's going to be a little sacrilegious here. For the third straight week, consecutively, the New York Jets, led by the MILF Hunter, Zach Wilson, are the Glizzy God of the Week against a backup quarterback at home, getting points, getting juice on the money line. Absolutely unbelievable. Let's go fucking gangrene, baby.
Love that.
Not
thought
scared
about
off
it.
by the speed.
I can't lie. I
We
thought
got
about
speed
it,
too.
but I like the 5.5 in Seattle.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, the Jets make sense.
Let's go.
Jets make sense.
I figured it was coming.
As soon as you stood up,
3.5,
as soon
dude.
as you adjusted yourself.
Yeah, it's gonna be the Jets again for the third straight week. And if they lose and I go 1 for 3 with them, it is what it is,
Yeah.
and we'll move off of the Jets for a couple of weeks. But right now, we're feeling hot,
Adapt, and overcome.
Yeah.
doing gritties on people in the end zone, dude.
You gotta love to see it.
Anything? Closing remarks?
All good.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty good.
Alrighty then. Well, for the millions
Millions.
of people watching around the world, we're brought to you by House of Havoc Podcasting, Tiger Pack Productions, Sachi Di Dinero, Stay Thirsty Company, Dino Skate Park, and Justin's Chop Shop of West Hampton Beach.
Peace out.
Stay tuned.